Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Wednesday, May the 13th. Man, that's crazy to think. May the 13th. It's this time we've been separated has gone by really, really fast. Do want to encourage you guys, let you know that this Sunday we will have service at church. We're going to have a drive-in service, and we're really excited about that. So we would encourage all of you to come out. We're going to have our service in the smaller parking lot right outside of my office. So you can come, you can park here, you can park right up front or down in the parking lot below. You can bring chairs, and you can sit out beside under the awning, wherever you want to be, as long as we keep our social distance. But we are going to do that this Sunday, and we're really, really excited about that. You should be getting some more information about that over the phone tree in the coming days. But I wanted to come to you today and share a little bit of the word with you today. I wanted to give you a little bit of encouragement. And I wanted to start off before we do this by showing you this shirt I have on. You can see it right there. It says, "Spoiler alert, the tomb was empty." And of course, there's a reference there of Luke chapter 24 and verse number 24. Now, I wear this shirt today for good reason, but first I want to give a shout out to the Chavis family because they're the ones that gave me this shirt some time back. But I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I try to wear it out to be an example and a witness to other people. But it says, "Spoiler alert, the tomb was empty." Now, this reminds me of this verse and of the context of this verse, which we find in Luke chapter 24. And what it is it's two disciples after the death and resurrection of Jesus. Of course, they don't know he's resurrected, but two disciples on the road to Emmaus. And they're walking and they're talking about all the things that have happened in the days prior to this point. And of course, Jesus appears to them, but they don't know that it's Jesus. They don't see him for who he is in this moment until later he opens their eyes and reveals who he is. But Jesus comes up and he says, "Hey, what are you guys talking about?" And so they tell him, "Hey, all of these things have happened in the last few days. Are you not aware of what was going on or what's happened? Are you the only person basically in Jerusalem that has no idea of what has taken place with Jesus of Nazareth?" And he asked them, "Hey, what things are you talking about?" And so they talk about how he was handed over and crucified and how he was placed in the grave. But then they also talk about how Mary and some of the other ladies had gone to the tomb and not found him. And this is kind of where I want us to pick up just for a moment here today. In Luke chapter 24 and verse number 22, it says, "Moreover, some women of our company amazed us. They were at the tomb early in the morning, and when they did not find his body, they came back saying that they had even seen a vision of angels who said he was alive. And some of those who were with us went to the tomb and found it just as the women had said, but him they did not see." And of course, then Jesus goes and he explains to them from the scriptures how this was meant to be, how this had been prophesied, that he would die on the cross, that he would be buried, and that he would then be raised from the dead. And then, of course, that he opened their eyes, they realized who he was, and then he vanished out of their sight. But I want us to focus in on the fact that the Bible teaches us that when the women went, when the disciples went to that tomb that day, that Jesus was not there. It's a spoiler alert. That's the end of the story, right? No, it's just the beginning for us. That Jesus was not there because Jesus wasn't there when they went to the tomb to find him. And guess what? If you could locate his tomb today, he still would not be there. He is still alive. Yes, he lives within our hearts. Yes, he lives within our lives through the Holy Spirit. But even more so than that, Jesus is alive, seated at the right hand of the Father, interceding for us, praying for us, praying that the Father would empower us to be his people, to do the works that he has called us to do. So, spoiler alert for anybody out there that would want to think that Christianity is a dead religion, and for even Christians who would want to live out a dead faith. Our faith is not dead. Our faith is fully alive, and we can have abundant life in Jesus. Why? Because he lives. So I want to encourage you today to allow Jesus Christ to live out of you. And you say, "How do I do that?" To choose love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. To choose to walk in the Spirit. To choose not to indulge in the flesh and of those desires. To choose to share the love and light of Jesus Christ with all of those who are around you. He lives, and he promised us, because he lives, we may live also. Well, hope you have a blessed day. Look forward to seeing you all this Sunday.